Good morning students. In today's class we will learn models from the English grammar. In English mainly two kinds of the verbs are there, ordinary verbs and also modal verbs or modal auxiliary verbs. Ordinary verbs, already I told you in that ordinary verbs regular verbs and irregular verbs are there. Regular verbs complete, completed, completed, finish, finished, finished. This kind of the regular verbs are there. Irregular verbs write, wrote, written, sing, sang, sung. This kind of the irregular verbs are there. In our previous grammar class, Texas class, I already told you about the regular and irregular verbs, and I sent one list also to you regarding the regular and irregular verbs. Apart from this regular and irregular verbs, some of the modal verbs or modal auxiliary verbs are there in the English. That modal auxiliary verbs are the can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, need to, have to, next must, ought to, used to. This kind of the words are called as the modal auxiliary verbs. Like the regular verbs, ordinary verbs, to this modal auxiliary verbs, ing form is not there. And also this modal auxiliary verbs will be followed by the one regular first form of the verb, like can speak, can find, shall see. Like this, each and every modal auxiliary verb will be followed by the one ordinary verb, that is the first form of the verb. That is the main rule that what we have to follow in the modal auxiliary verbs uses. Okay, next, for what purpose we will use the modal auxiliary verbs? Modal auxiliary verbs we will use to express the ability of a person, to express the opinion of the person, to express the obligations, to express the requests, to express the permissions, to express the suggestions. There are so many such kind of the ideas. If you want to express, you have to use this modal auxiliary verbs. In today's class, first we will go through the modal auxiliary verbs, that is can and could. Can. Can we will use to express the ability of a person. I can climb a tree. In this point, if we observe, we can understand the ability of that person that he can climb a tree. And we can write, I can speak English, I can solve these sums, I can swim across the river. This kind of the abilities, if we want to express, we will use this modal auxiliary verb can. Next, we will go through the another one, that is for what purpose this modal auxiliary verb will be used, that is grant or seek permission. Here one example sentence I will write, that is you can go now. This is the granting the permission. You can go now and seeking the permission. Can I sit here? Here to grant the permission and also to seek the permission also we can use the can. You can go now. Can I sit here? Next, we will go through the another uses of this can, that is informal request. In informal request, can I open the window? Otherwise, can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your book? This is the informal request, it is not the formal one. Only this request we can use to our family members or friends only in classroom. That informal request also we can use the can. Can I open the window? Okay, these are the uses of can, the modal auxiliary can. First use it for the ability, I can climb a tree. Next, to grant or seek permission, we will use the can, that is you can go now. Can I sit here? And to informal requests also we can use the can. Can I open the window? Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your book? Next we will go through the could. Could is the can past form. Here also could it is used for the ability only. To express the ability only we will use the could. But this ability is the past ability, not the present ability. The same sentence you can write by using the could, that is I could climb a tree when I was young. When the boy was young, the person is able to climb the tree. That is the past ability of that person. Suppose if you want to express that kind of the past ability, you can use could. Next we can say I could swim across the river when I was 10. Like this. To express about your past ability, we have to use the could. Next we will go through the next one, the uses of the could. Seek permission. Could I complete my work? Tomorrow. Could I complete my work tomorrow? Like this, that a person is asking the permission. Next, one more sentence also I will say. Could you please postpone the meeting for 2 days? Because of some reason that person is requesting the authorities. Could you please postpone the meeting for 2 days? Like this, to seek the permission also we will use the could, that model auxiliary verb. Next we will go through the another usage of this one, that is the formal request. Formal or polite request. The same sentence we can write. Can I open the window? It is the informal request, but formal request, a polite request is could I open the window? Could I open the window? It is the more polite. Could you please lend me your book? This is the more polite compared with the can. This is the usage of can and could. I am repeating. Ability. I can climb a tree. Grant or seek permission. That is, you can go now. Can I sit here? Informal request. Can I open the window? These are the uses of usages with can. Next, could it is the past form of the can. Here also we can express the ability of a person or something with could, but this ability is the past ability, not the present ability. I could climb a tree when I was young. Next, seeking permission also we can use the could. Here, could I complete my work tomorrow? Otherwise, could you please postpone the meeting for 2 days? Next, formal or polite request. More polite requests also we can use the could. Could I open the window? Could you please lend me your pen? Compare with the can, could it is more polite in expressing that request. Now we will continue the remaining. Next model auxiliary verb is may. May is used to ask permission politely. Here, may I speak? May I speak? Some more examples also we can take in that one. May I come in, sir? May I come in, madam? May I speak? This kind of the polite permissions if you want to ask, you have to use the may. Next, express your wish. Here, May you live long. Like this, you are expressing your wish to others. May God bless you. May you live long. To express this kind of the wish also, we have to use the may. Next, one more usage of this one is express more possibility. Express more possibility. Here, it may rain tomorrow. This sentence we can take as the example. It may rain tomorrow. Means the more possibility it is there for raining tomorrow. That expression you are giving by using the word may. It may rain tomorrow. Okay, my dear students, now we will move to the past form of the may. That is might. If you want to express the more possibility in one event, you have to use the may. Suppose if you want to express the less possibility, means you have a doubt in that possibility, that time you have to use the might, not the may. The same sentence you can write with the might also. It might rain tomorrow, means there is a doubt. It's not confirmed that tomorrow it is going to be rain. That is a doubtful event. That's why we have to use the it might rain tomorrow, not the it may rain tomorrow. Okay, I am repeating, my dear students. To may, you have to use the may. You have to use to ask the permission. May I speak? May I come in, sir? May I come in, madam? Like this, to polite permissions. You have to use the may. Next, express your wish also you have to use the may. That is, may you live long, may God bless you. To this kind of the expressions also, your wish you are expressing in that one, you have to use the may. Next, to express the more possibility also you have to use the may. That it may rain tomorrow. Here the might just is the past form of the may. Here, suppose if you are expressing one event with less possibility, you have a doubt in that possibility. Then instead of the may, you have to use the might. It might rain tomorrow.